Hello, Lakeville. I'm Joseph Palmersheim, Community Editor of the Lakeville Sun-Current, and here's what's happening in your community. A Lakeville man is facing multiple charges in connection with his alleged internet activities. Dean James Lemieux, 41, was charged with 4 felonies yesterday in connection with 2 alleged incidents of online solicitation of a minor and sending sexually explicit material to children. Specifically, Lemieux faces 2 felony counts of solicitation of children to engage in sexual conduct and 2 felony counts of communication of sexually explicit materials to children. Each charge carries with it up to 3 years in prison and a fine of up to $5,000. Lori Traub, Lemieux's attorney, declined to comment on the case when reached for comment by the Sun-Current. As of today, Lemieux is incarcerated at the Dakota County Jail with a $30,000 bail. His next court date is April 13th. A Lakeville home was heavily damaged in an overnight fire during the early hours of Friday, April 3rd. Nearly 45 firefighters from all 4 Lakeville fire stations responded to a 1:45 a.m. call for a fire at 19390 Iteri Avenue. The basement fire, quote, significantly damaged the house, said Lakeville Assistant Fire Chief Mike Meyer. The fire was brought under control in 45 minutes, Meyer said. The cause remains under investigation.
Discover a career with endless opportunities. Become a top industry professional in only 12 months, preparing you for the top salons. Change your life. Students and educators committed to excellence in cosmetology arts. The Salon Professional Academy.
Area soldiers will soon head to Iraq for a year-long deployment. Here's a report from Apple Valley Rosemont Community Editor Katie Mintz.
This month, more than 1,000 men and women from the Minnesota National Guard's 34th Infantry Division will deploy to Iraq. The Red Bulls will support Iraqi security forces in 8 of the country's 18 provinces. They've been training for the mission since mid-February at Fort Lewis in Washington State. Last week, Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Olson, a spokesperson for the 34th Infantry Division, said some soldiers had already reached Iraq to begin preparing for the rest of the troops. Most will depart in mid-April for the year-long deployment. We should have everyone there by the end of April. We expect to take responsibility of our area in late May, said Olson. The Red Bulls will oversee operations in the southern third of the country from Baghdad to Saudi Arabia, an area about the size of Minnesota with an 8.5 million population. From Camp Baghdad, 425 soldiers from the Rosemount-based division headquarters will provide leadership and staff analysis for combat forces. 400 soldiers from the Inver Grove Heights-based Special Troops Battalion will handle logistics, support, and communication. And 169 soldiers from the Stillwater-based Military Police Company will provide security on base. The 34th Infantry Division Band will also send 43 musicians for morale and ceremonial support, marking its first mobilization since World War II. On Tuesday last week, Rosemount Mayor Bill Drosty and Governor Tim Pawlenty, as well as other civic and business leaders, visited Fort Lewis to wish them a final farewell before they head off to Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. The 34th Red Bull Infantry Division has soldiers from 273 Minnesota cities and towns, including the following local communities with 10 or more deploying soldiers: Burnsville with 25, Eagan with 23, Apple Valley with 20, Lakeville and Rosemount each with 16, Brooklyn Park, Plymouth and Bloomington with 12, and Maple Grove with 10. You can follow the Red Bulls throughout the deployment with news, photos, and videos online at www.theredbulls.org.
Taking a look at some of the things going on in Lakeville this week, the Lakeville Senior Center and Lakeville Family Health Medical Clinic will host a health and safety fair from 9 a.m. to noon tomorrow. Vendors attending the fair include Northfield Hospital, Lifeline, Social Security, prepaid funeral representatives, Dakota County Community Development Agency, Metropolitan Agency on Aging, Medicare, McDonald Eye Care, the Better Business Bureau, the Shopping Bag Lady, and several more. A bake sale and an art show will also be at the event. For more information, call the Lakeville Senior Center at 952-985-4622. Children of all ages are invited to read to a certified therapy dog at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow at the Heritage Library in Lakeville. Research has shown that children improve their reading confidence and fluency when reading in this relaxed environment. Children will have 15-minute reading sessions but may read longer if no one is waiting. Finally, teens can bring their own digital cameras or use library cameras to take creative photos during a digital camera class at 2 p.m. Monday in the Dakota County Heritage Library. Sign up at the library website or call 952-891-0367 for more information. Your Weather Underground forecast for the day calls for partly cloudy skies with lows around 30 degrees. For this weekend, cloudy with a chance of snow up to 1 to 2 inches of accumulation, lows around 30 and highs around 45. For Sun Current and Sun Newspapers, I'm Joseph Palmersheim. Thank you for watching.